Well, Wieners, what's cranking? It's good to see you guys here in the woods of the backcountry Texas nature. We're doing a little bit of pond fishing today. I promised you guys, even though we have a new boat sitting pretty in the barn, that we would do some bank fishing. This is like one of the best time of years to do some bank fishing because the fish are shallow, they're spawning, they're right on the water's edge, and we figured we'd take this beautiful day as an opportunity to go crank on some fish and film an absolute heater for you guys. Also, too, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we got some new spring apparel that we just recently dropped on GuggenSquad.com. If you guys are interested in picking up some Neckos, some performance hoodies, some nice, comfortable long sleeve for the spring fishing season, check the link down below and don't forget to use my code JOHNB to save 10% off your entire order. The one I'm actually wearing right now has got a built-in Necco to it, and we've got this perforated breathing hole right here. And it also comes with freaking hoodie. So I'm no longer gonna be a tomato. I'm not gonna burn in the spring heat this season just because we've got the protection we need. But like I said, check the link down below. If you guys are looking for some comfortable, breathable stuff that's not gonna make you stink out in the water, check it out right now. Spring drop just happened. Anyway, that's enough Harrell talk. Let's go down the creek's edge and see if we can go crank some fish. We got a few places we're gonna hit today all throughout Fort Worth. The goal is to get one decent bite. It's weird because usually when I'm fishing this creek, I'm on a boat, but the water's been too low this season that I can't get a boat back here. That's why we're on foot. Like, I'm standing where there should be water. Normally bass spawn on this, not this year, unfortunately. All right, here we are, first spot of the day. This is a really productive area. Like, we usually come here in the springtime and can see fish spawning on this edge. I don't know what it is, but this side of the bank always seems to accumulate algae, and they like that. They'll spawn right on the edge here and they'll kind of stage up. I think it's probably a little too early for them to be dumping and pumping their eggs, but they're what you would call staging right now, which means they're kind of positioning themselves, getting ready to do so, getting ready to mate and mingle, and this is a perfect opportunity to catch a couple really nice fish. I don't think any of these fish in this pool right now are from the main lake. I think they're stuck here. They've been here probably since last spring. We're gonna see if we can pop a couple. One of my favorite, all-time favorite close combat bank fishing lures, especially for the spring. Little lunker log, 5-inch. I like cinnamon, I like baby bass. Just very natural light colors tend to stand out in this water clarity. And what we're working with here is maybe like 2 to 3 foot viz, kind of a tinted clearish color, but it's perfect for this little deal right here. Weightless rigged on the new Guggen Green wacky hook. Check it out. Finesse at its finest. Finesse fishing can be very tedious and boring or whatever, but it's effective, and you can't deny that. A little guy right there, a little male. Usually the little males are the first to move up. He looked at it. I don't know if he was actually gonna eat it. Didn't want it. Wasn't feeling it today. All right, we've got one. He's in the area. This is not a fish that is actively doing the dirty, but it's combing the bank right now. It's very territorial. I don't know what that is about bass, but they'll sometimes get like a general area and they get real protective of it. This water temp is way too cold for them to lay their eggs, so it's probably like in the mid-50s. It's a good fish though. Oh my God, giant bass. Look at that one. Oh my God, dude, that's like 5 pounds, 5 or 6 pounds. That thing's huge. He was under the mat the whole time. That was like a 22-inch fish right there. Big dog. That is such a good fish. Look at that one. Sun's out, glides out. Oh, did you see that? Did you see that, dude? Did you catch that? He came up from under the mat. He was gonna kill it. I pulled it out of the water too fast. That was sick. He like saw it as soon as I was pulling out of the water. Let's keep going, I guess. Oh, this was kind of the spot I had the most faith in, and it turned out to be kind of buns. It's all good though, we got plenty more water. We got a whole creek downstream that's hopefully full of fish. I don't know, maybe not, usually is, but that's when there's water. Let's go check it out. There's clearly crappie here. According to that dead fish. Indiana, I think. Wow, that's a 10. It's coming right at me. Oh boy. We're hooked up. She hasn't. Oh, she came off. Damn. I shouldn't have bet my hook is bent straight. No, we're good. This is one of those look but can't touch scenarios. Even though the fish can be fairly straightforward to catch this time of year, they also kind of go through this phase where they're just not eating. You know, they're thinking about making babies and that's the only thing that's on their mind. So that was a perfect example. Those fish were up sunning, they're starting to court each other, and they could literally give 2 fricks about my lunker log. You know, that could change throughout the day, come back there in a couple hours and they might eat. Kind of that weird in between time. You know, it can be really good or it can just be really off. We're in that off period, unfortunately. Big old swing and a miss for spot number 1. Not really what I anticipated. This is my confidence zone. I usually come back here and get my bank fishing fix in, but like I said, a lot of looking, not a whole lot of touching. That sounded weird, but you guys get what I'm saying. We're gonna head on to the next spot right now, see if we can find some more hungry fish, because these ones were not cooperative, but we'll meet you guys there. Spot number 2, heading your way. It looked a lot better when there was when there was water. I think there's supposed to be a creek here, but it's now turned into these little backwoods ponds. I don't know, it might be good. The half glass full mentality is if there are any fish in here, they'll be really close to the bank, fanning, spawning, getting ready to do their thing. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's a whole lot of room for those fish to swim in. But we gotta check it out. Sometimes the crustiest zones hold the juiciest fishing. Bit of a sweet stench back here as well. I'm not sure what I'm smelling. Hopefully it's not poop. Wow, this looks really terrible. Okay, maybe this wasn't the move. Is that a diaper in the water? We've got a Bud Light bottle for structure, a couple tires, 2 diapers. We'll keep going. We'll give it another 50 yards. We'll do the 50-yard rule. Go down 50 yards. If it looks terrible, then we'll go back up. But if it looks promising, then we'll keep going. We've kept exploring, and we actually found some decent looking water here. We've got moving current. The water looks like it's a little bit cleaner. We've got some laydowns. Water's got a nice tint to it. What we're fishing right now is basically the outflow of the creek that we were fishing earlier. Same system. Oh wow. Oh, big carp. Damn. It's a shame I don't have some bread. Maybe they'll eat a bandito bug. Huge, yeah. I just saw like 3 or 4. They all spooked off. Yeah, it's really shallow. It's gonna be another swing and a miss. These creeks are not it. You need a little more H2O. Something just spooked in that little tiny puddle just beyond the spot. There's a bass in this little ditch. He's gonna be right in front of this current, no doubt. Look at that little hole. It's hilarious. It's like 7 feet deep right here. It'd be so cool to put like a 10-pounder in this little hole. Oh, dude, there's a large one right there. Look at the size of that one. He's catchable. No way. He sees it. He sees it. Come on, crush it. Dude, no freaking way. Strike number 2. We're on the 3rd spot right now. Instead of fishing a creek, we decided to scratch that whole plan and check out some ponds that I've never fished before, right outside of Fort Worth. This is like the weirdest thing I've ever seen. You've got like this big, deep blue hole adjacent to the pond that we originally came here to fish, but in the hole, there's like bass and bluegill and turtles. It just barely connects to the main pond. It's such a weird little spot. I just saw a little largemouth. I don't know where he went. He's up there somewhere. I was just telling Caleb it'd be so cool to catch a 10-pounder and put it in this hole. It's like 7 or 8 feet deep. It doesn't make sense. It's so sick. But yeah, we're gonna try this pond. There's actually 3 that all connect, and the water's crystal clear and there's grass. It's right up my alley. We still have yet to catch a freaking fish. I've just brought 2 here, one of which is Googan Green Go 2. It's a 7-foot medium heavy action rod, and I've got, instead of a wacky worm lunker log, just a weedless with the 3/0 heavy hammer hook. And then we've also got a giant glide bait. The best of 2 completely different worlds. It's just my 2 favorite baits to throw this time of year. Either I go super subtle and small, or big, heavy, and aggressive. Either which one tends to crack the code to a finicky day. Although today is like extra finicky. Like I can't, like usually this is how I catch fish, like, you know, in ponds, in spring, but they're swerving me. All right, we're not giving up though. There's one. Got him. Finally a bass. Oh, he's got me in the slop. Look at this grass, dude. This grass is nuts. You have no idea how good that feels. Oh my gosh. Man, it's been a long time since I've been hyped for a fish this big. Brings me back to my old days. What a freaking beautiful fish though. It kind of looks like a Florida strain. All those colors. Dude, thank you. You just made my whole day. I didn't think we'd get bit. I did not think we were gonna get a bite, let alone a bass. Took 3 spots. We began our journey in the backwoods, and now we've ended up in the suburbs of Fort Worth, and we finally found a little stinky. A little stinky on the lunker. Thank you, dude. Send them back. Absolutely throttled the Yunker log. Let's go, dude. Caught a lot of big fish this season, done a lot of boat fishing. A lot of really epic trips have happened on the channel, but this is what I love to do. I love to come to ponds. I love to get back to my roots and do what I used to do as a kid and chase after some pond bass and do a bit of pond hopping. That was all worth it right there. One little stinky made the whole day. Let's go. Another one. Oh, I sent that a little too hard. Right into the tree. It actually felt like a good bite. I assumed it was a nice one. There's something so painful about missing a fish and then ending up straight in the tree. It's like, okay, you know, you already lost the bite and then you gotta deal with this. It's just like nature's like rubbing it in your face. Like, yeah, nice job, dingus. Not only did you lose your personal best, but now you gotta retie. Oh, swing and a miss. I'm not on my pond game. Been doing too much of that lazy boat fishing. Spot number 4, spot number 4. 4 lakes, 1 bass. All of 12 inches. But hey, that's what we're out here. We're exploring new waters. Started off on some stuff I was pretty familiar with, and we're progressively getting into the more urban scape, fishing some zones that I have never tried out. But this is a pretty interesting little spot. Each area that we go to, we throw the drone up just so we have an idea as to what we're working with. Caleb said that the pond over there is clean, while this one's a little bit shallower and dirty. So we're gonna bring the big glide. Might even bring a gridiron too. Looks like there's some rocks. And just try to cover water pretty quickly. Give the spot maybe 30 minutes and then go fish one last ditch before that Texas sun sets. But in all, I mean, at the very least, if we don't catch anything here, we're not going home skunked. That's all that matters. It is a struggle out here, Wieners. I don't know if it's maybe too early to be calling this spring fishing just yet. I mean, it's been pretty cold recently, so I'm not sure if these fish are fully willing to eat on the pond scene, but we're gonna fish it out. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes. Literally 1 bite would make this afternoon. It would make this whole video so much more amplified. It's tough though. When we this is true pond hopping. Definitely humbles you. Just tossing around the Dieter bug. Looking for a straggler. Well, looking for one dumb one. Oh, yep. Oh no! Just had one. Just messed that up big time. That was terrible. Good bite too. I had a feeling there'd be one over here. There you go. No! That was a good fish. That was actually a good bass. Holy hell. That was actually a good fish. 3 or 4. Oh, here we go. This is insane, dude. I swear to God, there's like kids down there with scuba gear just messing with me right now. That was such a good bite. Where did it go? Where did it go? I don't know. There we go. Finally. Finally. Oh my God. We actually did it. We actually did it. I've never worked so hard for a freaking bite like this. Oh my God. You know what? This is all good. I'm so glad we're not leaving empty-handed at this spot. I've fumbled the bag, not once, not twice, but 5 freaking times. We finally got her. This is the one we've been after. Screw a DD, screw a teener. We're out here looking for pond dinks. Pond dinks all day. We held true to the keep fishing, never stop motto, and yeah, no, definitely top 5, one of my smallest fish ever caught, but it feels so freaking good. All right, buddy. Take care, Jimbo. Thanks for playing. Oh, I thought he was dead. That'd be really sad if we killed the last fish of the day. See you later, buddy. That's it. We've conquered every single Fort Worth pond today. After this, I think I'm gonna submit myself to the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame. Feeling pretty good after today. I'm confident that you know, spring fishing is right around the corner, and behind those little guys is gonna be some giant fish. No, all jokes aside, we got it done. I told Caleb I'm not leaving until I catch a fish, no matter how small or big it is, and we accomplished just that. Well, Wieners, we did it. Mission frickin' accomplished. May not have been the most insane pond hopping day of my entire life, but it was fun to tag along with you guys, bring you around some of the Fort Worth ponds that I enjoy fishing, explored some new waters. Probably not gonna go back to most of these spots, or maybe give them a try when things get a little bit warmer, but I had fun. Caught 2 fish. Aside from the tough fishing, it was a good time. We got some fresh air in our lungs, and we experienced pretty much, in my opinion, the first day of true spring weather in Texas. Have I been saying fall the whole time? I feel like I have been. Anyway, don't forget, if you guys are interested in picking up some of the new Googan Performance gear, check the link down below and be sure to use the code JOHN B to save 10% off your entire order. Get some gear, get some rods, get some baits, stock up for spring fishing. I appreciate it in advance. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I appreciate the view. And as always, folks, keep fishing, never stop.